Hi, second graders, and anybody else who wishes to join us. We are going to be reading Where the Wild Things Are. I've had this book forever and ever. My daughter at some point wrote her name in it. One of my favorites. But before we do that, I want to talk about this. This is something that comes from the Learning Cove, which is our after-school reading program. And I think it is the most wonderful idea because the colors help you remember what it is you're supposed to be listening for in a story. So on here it says red is for the characters. Very important part of the story. Orange, setting. Where does it take place? Very important to know. Yellow. What's the problem? Every story has something in it, whether it be a really bad problem or a really simple problem. Something has to be resolved. That's a fancy word for meaning fixed. Blue is the solution. How did they come up with a way to solve the problem? What was the solution? Green. Details. Details are very important in a story. I could say to you, the cat cried. Or I could say to you, the black fluffy cat with the white whiskers cried because she was very hungry. Now, which sentence did you like better? The one with no details or the one with lots of details? I'm guessing the one with lots of details. And our last color is my favorite color, purple. And this one is, what was your favorite part of the story? Down below, after this I'm done reading, you can go to the comments section. And today, all I want you to do is to write down in that comment section who the characters were in this story. Next time, we'll focus on the next color bead, and then the next time after that. And then after we've done the first 6 colors, then we will do all of them in one story. And I'd like for you to meet Angel. She's my puppy dog, and she likes to sit on my shoulders. All right. Where the Wild Things Are. Story and pictures by Maurice Sendak. Here's the $6 million question for today. If you don't know how to spell it, just do your best, or you can ask a grown-up. But I want to know, what do we call the person who draws the picture? They actually have a name, and I'll give you a hint. It starts with the letter I. Put that down in the comment section, and I will be sure to give you a shout out in the next video. Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. All right, here we go. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. Sorry guys, pages are sticking. And another. I don't think Angel would like that too much. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night, In Max's room, a forest grew. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through the night and day and in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. Look at Max's face. What do you think he's thinking? And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Till Max said, "Be still!" and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all of their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. And made him king of all wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." What's a rumpus? If you know what a rumpus is, put it down in the comment section. Looks like a rumpus. What do you think? If I were to ask you to tell me one detail about Max, what would be one thing you could tell me based on that picture? I think I would probably say he wore white pajamas. Looks to me like Max is having a good time. But I noticed something in this picture. Look at all the wild things' eyes. What do you think the wild things are thinking? "Now stop," Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away, across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No!" The wild things roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. And sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through a day. He looks kind of sleepy. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. What'd you think? I'm sure you've all heard it before, but Where the Wild Things Are is one of those books that just never gets old. Someday you'll be reading it to your kids and your grandkids, because this book is wonderful. It's been around forever, and it will be around forever. So remember, today it's all about the red bead. In the comment section below, type the name of the main character or characters in this story. And I will see you the next time we read. Have a great day.